welcome everyone to Logan, Utah and the Beehive State. We're here at Maverick Stadium, home to the Utah State Aggies, and eager for this clash. Today, two teams collide from the Pac-12 and conference implications are plenty. As we'll see, the Arizona Wildcats taking on the Utah State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. A rather underwhelming start as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Without bounds. What?
Quick release on the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Arizona will try to pay off this red zone trip. On second down, they'll take to the air. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Yeah, and those in-breaking routes like a quarterback and a receiver have to be really dialed in, really trustworthy because you're throwing to the middle of the field with so many hands. Nice job by the defense breaking on the football and taking that in away.
On third down, going up top. Got his man. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. Coming after it. On the move, he fires. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end? Just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it.
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
And here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Sampson. Caught. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Offense set on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. Got it behind the line. It's Moffitt.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10.
Hey,
And
yo,
he's gonna take it all the way.
what do you do?
Touchdown, Utah State.
And stop it. How about back-to-back hits with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Quick completion to the right. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Going to try to get it himself.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Wildcats are on the move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. It's third down, and the line to gain is the 36. From the gun, wants to pass. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be fourth down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep.
That is sick.
And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese.
Makes the catch down the right side. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Trying to make magic with his feet. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers.
No mercy.
And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Complete downfield. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
What up, dude?
And the Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Looking for the score. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Utah State.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Pulls and fires complete. Shakes off the tackler. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35. Line gets set, 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Picked off. Bringing it back. The 40. The
That was
20.
a dumbass
He's
blind
at the
throw.
10. Touchdown, Wildcats. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
And finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off.
Looking good,
He
too.
gets it up to the 35 before he's guided out of bounds. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Back to throw, it's Sampson. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break.
Flipped it.
From the gun, the running back has it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Afterburner's coming. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arizona. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Well, we may have a situation here. You might have points,
Pick 6
more
down.
points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Kicking team's got it.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
They'll throw it on first down. Buys a little time. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the offense. They'll run it to the right. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Arizona. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got his man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be a...
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. On 1st and goal, let's see what Utah State calls. To throw, it's Sampson. Fires into the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Thought he had the touchdown, and saw not everybody was celebrating with him after that yellow laundry was on the field, and it's coming back. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Bro.
Now it's 2nd and goal.
Getting hosed at home.
He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the
Scored
upright.
twice in that drive.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance.
The expressway is wide open. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Running free. Going to the end zone, but way back behind him. There's a flag on the field. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. The give. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Arizona right back to the line. They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
We need the ball back.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. They go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Feeling some heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Zings it complete to the right. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And after
Big
that
conversion.
catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Back to the air one more time. Fires left. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
A lot of offensive coordinators love to screen you to death and work the ball down the field, Jesse, but a negative play like that will take you out of your game plan.
And that's not the last screen that they've got in their playbook off.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds.
Third and
you can
long.
live to play another day here on this drive.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's caught. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Lets it fly. It's complete. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take into the end zone. He goes. Touchdown, Aggies. On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Going up top on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Comes out throwing on first down. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Sampson trying to get to it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Arizona set to start this second half. They'll kick it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll get rid of it. He's open on the right. Tackled, but he has a first down.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He'll do it himself. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. He's got the back in the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And for the second time tonight, they'll try out the
Oh
field goal
my
kicker.
gosh.
Absolute shank. Missed it. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Yeah, lag.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll ride the hot hand. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
They're bringing heat.
Oh
And
my
this defense
gosh.
goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And you usually don't bring in dime packages for running
Wow.
teams. You bring in dime because you know
That
they're going
almost
to throw the
went
football.
global.
You got more speed on the back end to cover, and defensive linemen know they have their job to do. And their job is to go get that quarterback and get that sucker on the ground.
Wants to return it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Scanning the field, it's Sampson. He's got his man.
Oh.
And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Ruggins getting caught.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And the Aggies will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Trying to slam in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. They'll try to add another to their lead.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Wide receiver shows motion. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Unloads quickly. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Arizona runs out the punt team.
And
the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. I think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
One step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback.
Tough.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
Can anyone catch him? He's inside the 40. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. Those are the kind of mistakes that will absolutely kill you. Get an explosive play, and they bring it back because of a penalty. And they're able to get him down.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively. Kind of makes you play responsibility football. When you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
They're trying to get to it. He'll pull it down. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
So fast.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. From the gun, running back on the move. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Red pass, it's complete. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. The quarter comes to a close. Utah State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Touchdown, Utah State! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Sends it downfield. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
You ran right
And
by
they'll
him.
close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do
Ran
this.
right by
Pad
them.
them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback on the keeper. He has the first and still on his feet. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yes.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
Utah State will snap it in the red zone. Back to pass, it's Sampson. Got it! Touchdown, Utah State. And the route is on. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He looks that one in nicely. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. A little release to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. This offense has a 2nd down play. The aerial assault continues. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Oh, the ball's out. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get it, get the 1st down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wide out in motion. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Fighting off the defender. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. This Utah State offense has it going.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. 2nd and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got his man downfield. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arizona State is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jake Plummer, this might not be over just yet.
Trying to find his man on first down.
It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Washington. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. What a snag by the defense. Takes it the other way. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll give it to him again. Can't get him to the ground. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
He's got it on the right. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the running game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Cool.